So hey everyone, welcome to today's video on Comics on Infinite Earths. Today's video is a very special video. I'm here with Brendan Spasovski. He plays Bart Allen, or aka Impulse, on the Impulse fan series. And thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Connor. And you did a really good job of pronouncing my last name.
Yeah, like I was really hoping I would get that right.
You got it right.
So the first thing I want to talk about is, how did you get the role of becoming Bart Allen, or Impulse, on the new Impulse fan series, and how did the Impulse fan series become about?
Oh, okay. So we've been trying to get the series up and running for, I think it's September of 2018. Wow. So it's been quite a long pre-production. I started off, there was one person that was attached to the project that cast me in the role. And then that person ended up having to leave the project. So me and a couple of other the actors ended up finding our current director, Josh, who's got the Sydney Studios production company. And we kind of just picked up the project. And then from there is where I started picking up more of the roles of like a writer and producer as well on the series. So yeah, I started off initially just getting cast as the role in Bart Allen, and through a website called Star Now. And then from then on kind of progressed into what it is today.
All right, cool. So obviously the production is postponed right now.
Yeah. So in Victoria, Australia, there's quite strict social distancing and social regulations on at the moment. So most of the filming has been postponed. Yeah, we're trying to do little bits and pieces if we can on green screen, where it's just just me and Josh, the director. But yeah, it's difficult to film at the current stage.
Yeah, I've seen on one of your Instagram Q&As that a fan asked you how long does it take to film an episode, and you said 4 weeks to film one episode.
Yeah, we could probably get one episode done in 4 weeks if it wasn't due to the actual regulations. We can only really film on the weekends here because it is a fan project. Yeah. People can't dedicate as much time to it as they can if it were paid work. So people are really nice and they help out, and we usually film on the weekends. And we'll film in big chunks as well to try and maximize those weekends and maximize the filming that we do get to do.
There's a lot of people that like how I found out about the Impulse fan series was through a lot of fans, and y'all guys have an awesome fan base.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, and considering that the Impulse fan series is a fan series, it looks very much like a really good fan series. Like there's no other fan series like the Impulse fan series, and that makes this trailer look like it looks like it looks like the actual Flash TV series.
Also, thank you so much for saying that. You would put a lot of effort and a lot of hard work into that as well.
And the trailer got 25,000 viewers now, and I haven't seen any fan series get that many views on a fan series. So, how can fans support this project and make it go even further?
Well, the support we've already gotten from fans has been awesome, and we never expected it. I remember getting so excited because people would give us like 20 likes and we had like 10 followers on Instagram, and now it's blown up quite a bit, which is so awesome to see. The best way to do it is keep engaging with us on our social medias, keep liking posts, commenting on them, sharing them, getting the word out to people. If people want to get even more involved in that, we do have a Patreon that we have linked in the bio of our Instagram, and it's in the description of all of our YouTube videos. And there's certain tiers there that have certain prizes and stuff that people can get for subscribing to it.
I would definitely put a link in the description for the Impulse like I would definitely put a description on for their Instagram page, Facebook, YouTube.
Also, thank you.
Make sure to support this fan series because I truly believe what they're doing. There's not a fan series like this out there. But the next thing I want to ask is obviously so far there's Impulse, there's Max Mercury, and Arrow Van Net. I heard you talking about that there could be some more like added superheroes in the next few episodes. Is there any fan favorites that you'd like to see be added to the Impulse fan series?
Oh well, added or so when Josh and I were writing it, we are very, very big DC fanboys, and we do realize that since it is a fan series, we want to cater to the fans and give as much fan service as possible. So we went a bit overboard. There's quite a few characters in there that we're hoping to showcase. One of them is Jaime Reyes that you can see on our Instagram. He's there as well. Shout out to Mauricio, the guy who plays Jaime. He just smashed it. Did an awesome job for that when we filmed with him. There's obvious since Bart is a speedster and the grandson of the Flash, you can definitely count on there being lots of speedsters in it. I think last time I counted, there was about 7 or 6 speedsters in it throughout the entire series.
Wow.
And as the Flash, Barry Allen's been around for a while, and so is Max Mercury. They have lots of contacts. So there's lots more well-known fan favorite DC characters that you can expect to see in the series as well.
Well, I surely cannot wait to see this first episode. Like, how many episodes have you guys filmed so far?
So we were hoping to stagger the filming throughout 2020 and then release them as we went along. So we're only about halfway done with episode 1 before these regulations kicked in, because we were waiting on certain stuff to be able to film. So, for example, if you haven't seen it already, my costume that we just got recently and revealed, we're waiting on that to do some finishing touches there. So once these regulations are removed and we can start filming again, we can pump them out very quickly, but not much of the actual series has been filmed as of yet.
Yeah, because I do remember that there's supposed to be a June release date on the Impulse fan series, and obviously it's been pushed back. I want to encourage fans to definitely tune into this Impulse fan series because it deserves the most support out of any fan series that I've seen. So do you watch like any of the CW shows?
100%. I was biggest Arrow fan when it came out. Actually came out on my birthday. Arrow, it started the TV show, yeah. So I was always, I think up until season 6 of The Flash and the newest season of Arrow, I watched all the CW shows religiously, apart from Black Lightning. I never got into Black Lightning. I think that was just because I was watching too many TV shows at that point and I couldn't chuck another one in there. But yeah, I love those shows because they've definitely been inspirations for our series.
Do you watch the show Titans?
Yes. Yeah.
There's only one thing missing on Titans, and that's a speedster. Because in the Titans, in the Young Justice, there's a speedster, and I truly believe that you could play Impulse or Kid Flash on that series.
Thank you. That is awesome to hear. I really appreciate that.
Like obviously, is that one of the goals that you have in mind to get casted by like a higher TV show or anything like that?
That is definitely one of the goals with this. Yeah, we're hoping that people from Warner Brothers, DC, even other places do see the content and see what we're capable of. Because as much as we love Bart and we love Impulse and want to bring the story of Impulse to life, we also hope that this project is a Kickstarter for the careers of some of the people or furthers the already established careers of a lot of the cast and crew that are involved in the project. Yeah,
that's really good. Like a lot of fans forget that Impulse is a speedster, and obviously on the Flash they haven't really acknowledged Impulse. The first time I've seen Impulse was in Smallville. His version of Impulse. That's how I first got to know the character. Do you ever read any like Impulse comic books, or like how did you fully invest in the character?
Well, before getting the project, I loved Young Justice, and Impulse is a big part of Young Justice. So that was my first kind of introduction into the character. And then, funny enough, when I applied for the role, I kind of lied a little bit in the application and saying I knew a bit more about Impulse than I actually did. I actually didn't apply for Impulse at the beginning. When the project started, I actually just applied for Nightwing. And then the director was like, actually, we want you to audition for Impulse. I was like, okay, cool, I can do that too. But once I did get the role, I did start reading a lot of the original Impulse comics, and at the current moment, I'm trying to read through the Young Justice comics as well, just to get a sense of how he behaves, kind of in social settings, and how Bart interacts with others, to try to like be as authentic as possible with the character, because I know people and fans do their homework. So if I don't do my homework, people will notice.
Yeah, like on Crisis on Infinite Earths, there's always Kid Flash in the comics, or that was the only thing that was missing. I felt like there should have been another speedster besides the Flash. But hopefully in a future crossover they will have Kid Flash or Impulse. But like I said before, a lot of fans forget that Impulse is a speedster, and so is Max Mercury. Max Mercury is a very unknown speedster.
Been a lot of explaining to people every time. They go, "Who's Max Mercury? Who's Bud Allen? What is this?"
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the Flash. I'm like, yes, you're right. It's his grandson.
Yeah, because like after Barry Allen and after Kid Flash, there was always Impulse after Barry Allen and after Wally West to continue the Flash legacy.
Yeah.
But obviously in the trailer, there's a lot of time travel.
Yes.
Is that one of the main focuses on the first season?
Yeah, the biggest, I guess, problem or obstacle that Bart has to overcome in the series is accidentally going back in time, and not being able to return to his present time, and then trying to, with the help of Max and Arrowette, trying to figure out how to get back, and at the same time try to thwart Inertia. It was like his first ever kind of proper challenge, and proper, I guess, like enemy. You can say once Bart starts to adopt like more of a hero mantle and start to take on that role of being a superhero. Time travel plays a big role.
Like I also seen on your Instagram Q&A, you said that there's negotiations for season 2 and season 3 of Impulse. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's been season 3 is very far away. Season 2's had little ideas thrown here and there because, but obviously we really want to focus on season 1, and. Yeah. It really all depends on how well received and how practical it is to do season 1. So if it's really well received, then we have the means to do a season 2. Obviously, do it without a doubt. But the fact that we've been doing season 1 for like over 2 years at this point, we really want to focus on that and get that done first. But I definitely have lots of ideas for seasons 2 and 3. Wouldn't go any more than the third season if we were to do it.
Yeah, I definitely go check out their like everything on the Impulse fan series, so we can make a season 2 and season 3 happen. I definitely support what you love, so what is your favorite thing on being on set for the Impulse fan series?
There's lots of favorite things. I like meeting new people. So we recently got to shoot right before the regulations came in. We shot a scene at Central City High with over 30, 35 extras, which was really cool. It's probably the biggest kind of set I've been on yet. I think my favorite thing though is because we're all friends. Whenever we're on set, it's just always a fun time. So there's always jokes playing, like going around, and there's always like we're engaging in a creative process and trying to make the product as best as we can. So it's just a really, really fun time, even if we go for like, sometimes we do 12-hour, 13-hour days, but it's still like a really fun time, even though it's slightly exhausting towards the end.
Yeah, no, things can be exhausting, especially filming 4 weeks for just one episode.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming on here again.
Thank you
That's
for having me.
all. Yeah, definitely go check out the Impulse Fan Series trailer. I will leave a link in the description for the trailer. And Brendan Spasovski, thanks for being on here. That's pretty much all the questions that I had. Is there anything you would want to say or anything?
I just want to say thank you so much for having me, Connor. It's awesome. Thank you so much for reaching out. Yeah, I think you pretty much said it all. If you guys like what you see, if you like the series, please engage with us in any way that you can, no matter how small. Even just a simple share, like, or comment goes a really, really long way. And I want to say thank you for everybody who has supported the project up until this point. I think we have one of the best fan bases out there, and it's just awesome to see so many people love our product and get behind it and show all the support that they have.
Yeah, like I've definitely shared this for all my friends. I've shared this on Facebook groups. I've shared this to so many people, and hopefully it makes a difference. But thanks for being on here. That's pretty much all the questions that I had. But thanks for being on here, and hopefully we can do this again sometime.
I'm always available.
Yeah, but definitely go check out the what's it called? Do you guys have that fans can go support?
The Patreon.
Yeah, I will definitely put a link to that in the description. But yeah, that's pretty much it.